you'll feed it through those slots, right? So now you have like this with like something that goes in like this, right? So you fill it up with baby oil, but you put a hole through the top of that slit for a wick. So you stick like a piece of a mop in there, and then you'll put like a brown paper bag over it and put it in the corner and cover it with plastic so the soot doesn't get out of it and get in your cell. So that when the candle goes out, you open up the brown paper bag and scrape all the soot down from it. Then you just mix it with water and like a couple little rocks on the yard and shake it up in an eyedropper bottle, and there's your ink.
What was your experience like on the podcast for you?
Dude, it's just like easy, right? Like flowing, comfortable. I know part of your story, part of your story. So we have a lot of, similarities. We're both in recovery. And I think just the flow, right? Just natural. Like, we're not going to start it off this way. We just jump right in, right? Like, not having any structure to it.
Intro, right, guys? Here we go. Welcome to da 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 da. And then, and then what'd you do? Okay, then we got what's the three things like this? Yeah.
So that's why I didn't even ask. Like, usually I'll ask, what are we going to talk about today? Like, right? Like, how are we going to do this? Are you interviewing me? Are we talking about this? Are we talking about that? But I think the best part is kind of how we did it. The best way, just to let it flow, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't even go into just one topic. We covered probably 15.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I think that having the widespread of topics, right, is going to connect with more people.
It's real stuff.
Just real conversation, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see, you'll go on podcasts or you'll see podcasts and it just doesn't sound real. Just get on there and tell your story, right? I want to know about you, because every time somebody comes and tells their story, it's always something else that comes out.
Yeah.
Because if I sit down and I'm going to come here and I'm going to tell you my whole entire story, there's going to be so much that's left out. If I go to the next time and I'm going to tell everything I'm going to tell my story, there's going to be so much more stuff that comes out that just doesn't come to my mind, right? I just did a podcast, 2 days ago? 2 days ago, right? And she's like, first thing she said was, I liked it. There's so much that I didn't know of your story, right? She's heard me tell it fucking 100 times.
Yeah.
Right? But every time it's like your story's always going to be your message, is always going to be your message. But there's so many things, right? There's no way you could possibly tell your whole entire story in a fucking hour, or 10 hours, or 20 hours, or a week.
What's like the benefit you find for like doing podcasts? Because I think a lot of people, I always tell people like, hey, post on social media, do a bunch of podcasts, whatever podcast. I don't care if they have a big following, a small following, just do them.
Every single offer I get for a podcast, it's a no-brainer. You're using their audience, and not to mention, you're actually able to tell your story in a natural way, right? He might ask a question, you might be talking about something, and then this comes to your mind, so you're going to talk about this, right? It's just like a natural flow.
Yeah.
Like, I think the best content that's created is a natural conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Because people can relate.
So just so people know, you drove 6 hours.
6 hours.
You left at 7 p.m. Got here at 2 a.m.?
2:30 in the morning.
And what happened with your hotel?
Oh, I booked it. I was in a rush. I was busy. I booked it, and we got to the hotel at 2 a.m. And it was I had booked it for next month. So we had to go find another hotel.
I let him do it this time.
I did it last time.
I didn't check it. I didn't do it.
But yeah, so he drove 6 hours, and then he ran into complications with the hotel room, had to get another one. But the biggest thing is, I didn't pay him money to be here, and he still decided to come out here and drive out here and invest money to gas, hotel, and his time. And that's something I want to talk about too. I think everybody is always like, well, they're not paying me to go do that. I'm like, dude, that's not how it always works. Like, especially for people in the beginning, I always say you're like a rookie, and I learned that. So go give. It always comes back.
I shoot content with anybody who wants to shoot content, dude. You don't know who it's going to impact, right? Mm-hmm. Because I could have people in my audience that relate to you more. You can have more people in your audience that relate to me more, right? It's like, that's how it goes, right? It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh no, I don't want to shoot content with you. You're gonna steal my audience. you have 1 million followers, you're not gonna take my guys.
Yeah.
No, bro, it doesn't work like that, right? But people get stuck in their head. They're like, oh, this. And if somebody wants to pay me to go on their podcast, by all means.
Yeah.
If somebody wants me to go on their podcast for free, by all means, right? Like as long as we have the same mission, right? If we align, I'm there.
And that's the
and
key.
it's hardest for me because you'll never see me go to talk to somebody I don't know in person.
Really?
Never.
Not social.
I'm in the gym I'm in the corner when we go out. I'm in the corner with a hoodie on.
You know what you said? It's true, because I remember when you were at the first event I saw you. I remember that you were very quiet. Yeah, very quiet.
I might talk a lot on camera, but I'm not social in person.
So how do you work through that? Do you kind of just accept like that's just how I am, or
I mean, I don't even work through it, bro. To be honest, this is how it is, right?
Yeah.
He works through things. He hates flying, and he just flew to Palm Springs.
You hate flying too?
I just flew to Palm Springs, 2 weeks ago?
He did it.
Yeah.
What don't you like about flying?
Oh, dude. I don't like putting my life in the control of somebody else. Yes, sir.
But again, I appreciate you for coming out, driving out here, being on the podcast. You guys can check out the full episode. And again, just some more nuggets of wisdom on the power of going out of your way to just do stuff. And
if you want it, you'll get out there and get it.
Just get it.
You know, you got to put yourself out there, man, because it's not going to grow on its own.
Yeah. It's very true. All right, guys.
See you in Vegas.
Oh yeah, man. I'll see you in Vegas.
July 25th, man.
Lamborghinis, baby.
Strength Culture Gym, 11 a.m. July 25th.
Wow.
You guys want to pull up? We're going to have about 300 people, lots of big vendors, guest speakers. It's going to be an event you're not going to want to miss, man.
Yeah. Hey guys. Sweet.